All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Today's episode is called The CEO. Junior, Stan, and I, Tosin as well, he's not here today. We decided, because we all own our own businesses, we're entrepreneurs, we have that kind of mindset. We decided, why don't we start giving back and educating other people and starting their own business and give them little gems that we feel like would be very important. So I want to introduce my guy Stan here first.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Stan. I am the founder of Prolific Media Group. It's a media marketing company. I think this type of podcast, this type of thing that we're doing is going to be very insightful. If you're someone like me and like to learn, make sure you stay tuned and plug in because you're going to take down some gems.
Perfect. And then we got Junior over here.
Mr. Junior Afori, CEO of Alpha Pack Financial. Currently, right now, we have one of our products over there,
Sick.
Alpha Soft,
Sick.
biodegradable paper. Trying to save the planet one tree at a time. You know the vibe.
Yeah. And then you got me, Delani. I'm the CEO of Nocturnal. My other partner, Paul, he's not here. He can't make it, but ultimately, Nocturnal is a media network as well. We just want to make sure that we're putting out good content, getting people informed, and making sure that they kind of just are seeing things that are going to be positive and uplifting and help them, as they further try new things. So without that being said, let's get started. All right, so let's get into the cup. Let's go to question number one.
All right.
I'll shake it around. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll pass it over to Junior first. Take one. Just hold it for now. Stan, take one. And then I'll take one. And then whoever wants to start, I'll just leave it like that. Whoever wants to start out, you start out. So just read it out loud, and then we'll just go from there.
Arrogance versus confidence.
All right. So as a statement, what do you feel about arrogance versus confidence in the business world? Because everything is related back to being a CEO. Business world, we're people that we run our own businesses. We're trying to run our own business. What do you take from that, arrogance versus?
Well, honestly, when I think about arrogance versus confidence, the first thing that I say is, okay, how does one determine that somebody's arrogant? You feel me?
Right.
So then, I think about the opposite, being humble. Right? How do you become humble? And I hate this whole thing about, oh, you should be humble, and oh, this person's a humble person. I believe that the only time you're really humble is if you have something. Because if you broke and you humble, like you're supposed to be, you feel me? Like this doesn't really make sense. But
I feel like, when we talk about arrogance and confidence, I feel like once you start to, like what we're doing, right? We're visionaries, we're starting our own businesses, and it's like, I feel like people automatically will go, once you reach a certain point, Stan is arrogant. And is it arrogance if you come across as a confident person that understands what you want and you're going after it?
No, not at all.
Is that a trait that's hard to kind of...
I think it changes based on frequency. If you are of this caliber of frequency, anybody below that frequency will take your confidence and say it's arrogant. Even I've seen billionaires and I've seen millionaires call them arrogant. But billionaires don't think they're arrogant. Because whenever you're on a certain frequency, it might come across as, oh, this person's being arrogant. Maybe because they just don't understand that lingo. It's a different type of conversation. Right. It just feels a little weird to overconfidence.
But see, that's the thing. Is like their perception is like their reality in a sense. So if they look at you as something that they aspire to be, they might look at it like, why are you flexing? But you're just doing you. You know what I mean? You've been doing you for so long. You know what works and what doesn't. So if you're confident in what you do, someone might look at it as arrogant, but that doesn't change the fact. I think you said about humility. Yeah. I think that's the difference. I think like when you're arrogant and just trying to brag, when you're confident, there's just like you will still perform even if no one's watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's a good one. But here's the thing too. Like, I feel like when you try to like be humble and have humility, I still find like people still take it as arrogance. Like it doesn't matter. So like if we're sitting in a room like this, like we're talking, right? And we can have conversation, and you sit at the table with some other dudes, and you're having conversation, and you're like, no, like this is what I want to do, and it's just automatic. Even if you're trying to be humble about it, and you word it a certain way, people take it as like, oh, this guy's an arrogant, cocky guy. Like,
because the frequency. Because they're looking at you and they can't understand your frequency.
Yeah.
They don't understand the level that you're at.
Different language.
And honestly, when you're at a certain level, you can talk based on the level that you're at. Because if you've done something in the past, you've proven yourself, you can talk like that. But they don't understand that frequency. So whenever you come across, or you, at that point, it's like your presence brings that. So no matter what you say, they're gonna call you arrogant regardless. Like
That's
you can't
facts.
win that battle.
You can't win
bro.
that battle. That is not up to you what they think.
No,
And
you
you're not.
can't control how people
perceive you. Nah, you can't.
But I feel like as men, why do we need to feel that way? Is it an ego thing? Because I've been around. I'm sure you guys have. I've been around guys that have made millions more dollars than me, and I look at it more as like, why don't I learn how to take notes from this dude? Like, yeah, he looks a certain way, he may talk a certain way, but I'm like, bro, like I don't feel threatened by that. I'm more like, can I learn from you?
Yeah.
Bring me along for the ride. But that's my mindset. So I don't know.
They say that every great mentor was once a great student.
100%.
You know what I mean? You look at it from that's why you are where you're at, because you look at the opportunity to level up. Where some people look at it like, nah, he's just being arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nah.
Because it's easier, honestly. I'm starting to realize now it's easier to hate than to ask, bro.
100%.
Like, it's just so much easier to hate. Somebody rather be like, yo, you know what? Call you arrogant, downplay you.
Right.
So it makes them feel a certain type of way. Like people like these like small moments that make them feel like
100.
like there's something.
100. I even realize, what people will do is they'll start to create your path and your story. So for you, so they'll be like, yo, the only reason why Junior's doing so good, and they started like that. They started like, yo, the only reason why is because, and then they start listing all these things like that.
To downgrade all the work you put in, all the time you put in, just the, he got lucky, got a cosign from so and so. That's why he's there. Are you crazy, bro? I've been putting in the work. What do you mean? You weren't there when I was eating spaghetti and shit.
You weren't.
Like, come on, don't disrespect that, fella. See that? Weird things.
Weird. The joke is if people who have that mindset would just ask themselves, like, do you really think that's just that one reason? They know they lying to you. They lying out their teeth.
And to me, it's crazy that you wouldn't. Again, like maybe we have to learn. And I think, like I said, these talks are good for people to listen to. Like you have to change your mindset to go. You know what? Like, bro, Junior's doing better than me. Let me be around Junior. I need Junior's energy. I need Stan's energy. Like, show me what you guys are doing. How I can level up like you. Like, why would I want to be like, it's only because of whatever. Like, bro, I could whatever. I could match that energy and whatever. And it doesn't always work that way.
I totally agree with that.
It's tough. It's ego. Ego is one of those things. It's this fake little narrative, whatever, in your head, the story that you created, and now you just want to live this story so bad.
Right.
Instead of learning, and that's the difference between people who really want change in their life and really want to evolve and be better versus people that just rather just play the victim card or rather just play an excuse or rather just say, oh, this person's arrogant, because it erases the fact that they have to do the work for them to get there.
And don't get it twisted. Like I've been around guys who are very confident, and they have a sense of like a little bit of arrogance, but in a smooth way. If you get what I'm saying, it's not, the confidence is different than the arrogance because it comes out a different way. You know what I'm saying?
I think arrogance is only is only a factor, and it's only something that's discomforting if that person is not on that level. That's the only time you can really say it's arrogant, when it's like, okay, you don't even put in the work to be able to talk like this. But if you're putting in the work, and it doesn't matter if you put you in a room of 10 people and 5 people say you're putting in the work, then hey, you're putting in the work. But if 3 people are saying, hi, put in the work, and 7 people are saying, dude, you don't do nothing.
Facts.
Like, what are you talking about?
So essentially, confidence is earning your arrogance.
100%.
So what do you guys think about Kanye?
Ooh, that's hard.
Kanye puts in the work, and people say he's arrogant. But Kanye, to me, is like somebody that just speaks his mind, because you just said he's at a level.
Yo, Kanye,
he has a receipt.
I don't think
you're gonna see some comments under that, like, no.
I don't think.
Yeah, if you could get Kanye up here, right?
I don't think people understand the type of work that man put in.
Facts.
Bro, he used to rap in a room when Jay-Z was on his phone, not taking him seriously, and he still knew he was gonna be good. He's like, I'm better than a producer. Came into the music game, fucking killed it.
Facts.
Then he says, I'm gonna be the best fashion designer. People are laughing at it.
Yeah.
People are saying, nah, he can't be that, bro.
Facts.
With all of this cancel culture
Right.
going on, how the hell does a man still make $1 billion in revenue
Facts.
a year?
100%.
Yo, a deep like
Still.
Yeezys, like when like people were not thinking twice.
Bro,
They were
the
just
shoe was $200 and the resale value is close to a stack for every shoe that was released.
And it goes back to your point, like, he's a guy that talked the talk, but also put in the work. So you
Put in the
can't,
work.
you could say what you want to say about him being arrogant and talking a certain way, but he's behind the scenes, as you said, like talking things and then actually doing it. You know what I mean?
Doing it. He's doing it. When he said, I'm going to move to Calabasas and I'm going to do whatever in my little land that I bought, bruh, he's trying to manufacture these sneakers and bring jobs to the country.
Right.
And saying, instead of outsourcing over here, let's do it over here. Let's really do something.
Yeah, and I think because he talks a certain way and he says what's on his mind, people automatically go, oh, he's an idiot and this and that. But you made a good point, both of you, like both times. Like, I think when you're at a different frequency and you think a different way, it's hard to deal with other people that don't
100%.
think like that. You know
But
what I mean?
I'm looking at it like this. Like, everybody wants to say what they want to say about Kanye West. The way I process it is, okay, if you are crazy and if you are an idiot or whatever, then I should be doing better than you.
100.
I should be doing better than you.
100.
Clearly you're doing something
Facts.
right.
Right.